Press and hold the center power button to power on the bike. Hold down the plus and minus buttons simultaneously to reach the settings menu. Scroll down and press the center button to select the battery lock page, and then press it once again to unlock and eject the battery. Place your hand below the battery to support it. Once the top end of the battery is disengaged, press the handle to release the battery and lift it out of the bike. With the bike inverted, cut the zip tie securing the motor cable to the frame, and then disconnect the motor connection by pulling the two motor connection plugs apart. Not shown. Use a 5mm hex wrench to loosen and remove the two kickstand mounting bolts. Remove the kickstand. Carefully wiggle off the rubber grommet from the rear axle nut on the drive side. Use an 18mm open-end wrench to loosen and remove the axle nut and washer. Repeat these same steps on the non-drive side. Note, a box end 18mm wrench can be used on this side. Tilt the derailleur back and lift the rear wheel up and out of the dropouts of the frame. Use a 2.5mm hex wrench to remove the 3 ACU cover bolts. Remove the cover. Access the wheel lock cable and disconnect the plugs by pulling the connection apart. Use a 3mm hex wrench to remove the 3 bolts that mount the wheel lock assembly into the inner chainstay of the frame. Lift out the wheel lock mechanism and guide the cable out of the frame. Swap the e-wheel lock. Guide the cable from the lock assembly back into the chainstay of the frame. Fold the cable over and clip it back into the body of the e-lock assembly. Then position the lock assembly back into place. Use a 3mm hex wrench to reinstall the 3 e-lock mounting bolts to secure the assembly to the bike frame. Ensure all bolts are threaded in before final tightening. Lift the derailleur back, guide the rear wheel back into the frame, and ensure the axle fits fully into the dropouts of the frame. The torque washers should be facing upward toward the opening. Replace the washer and axle nut on the drive side of the rear wheel and torque it to 40 to 45 Newton meters. Replace the rubber protector over the axle nut. Reconnect the motor cable connection by aligning the arrows on the plugs and firmly pressing the connection together. Replace the zip tie to attach the cable to the frame. Trim the excess zip tie. Replace the washer and axle nut on the non-drive side of the rear wheel and torque it to 40 to 45 Newton meters. Replace the rubber protector over the axle nut. Not shown, reinstall the kickstand and 2 original bolts using a 5mm hex wrench. Reconnect the E-lock cable to the ACU by aligning the arrows and firmly pressing the connection together. Replace the ACU cover plate and install the 3 mounting bolts using a 2.5mm hex wrench. Ensure all 3 bolts are threaded in before final tightening. With the bike upright, reinstall the battery by inserting the bottom first and pressing the top to lock it in place. Press and hold the center power button on the bike. Hold the plus and minus buttons simultaneously to reach the settings menu. Scroll down, press the center button to select the bike lock page, and then press it again to engage the bike lock. Test that the bike lock has locked the rear wheel.